Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How's my ACN family doing this morning? Lord have mercy. Look at all those beautiful faces. Mr. Sergio out in Mexico. Good morning, sir. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's see who else I see on my merry list here. Oh my God, look at there. Oh my Lord, there she is, Mr. Konahara out in Japan. Thank you, young lady, for joining us. She is so special, all the way out in Japan. What time is it in Japan and what day is it in Japan? Tell everybody real quickly. Take yourself off mute. Tell everybody what time it is in Japan and what day.
It's already Thursday, 1 a.m. right now.
1 a.m. in the morning. Let's all give her a hand. 1 a.m. in the morning. She's on it every single day. 1 a.m. in the morning. Here we can't get people to stay up past 10 o'clock to get on a Zoom call. 1 a.m. on Thursday morning. And here in the States, it's 9 o'clock on a Wednesday morning. I'd like to also thank Regional Director, my dear friend, Mr. Brian Baker here in Las Vegas. Sir, good seeing you on the call. Mr. Gray, part of the bakery organization. Thank you. Mr. Ed Smith, thank you so much. Miss Joyce Brewer, it's always good seeing you. Mr. Ryan Swallow up in Sacramento, California, part of the bakery organization. Mr. Ismael, ¿qué pasó, señor? Mr. Jordan C. out there in Nashville, Tennessee. Miss Tamara McDonald, thank you so much. Miss Zoe, part of the bakery group, thank you so much. Miss Anna, newly out there in Texas. Miss Pat Robinson out there in Oakland, California, thank you so much. Regional Director, Mr. Grossman, thank you so much, Regional Director. Regional Director, Mr. Marvin Carter in Fresno. Miss Castro, thank you so much. Mr. Marcia Carter, congratulations. Miss Banquet, oh my God, she's on the call in San Diego, got her salon all ready to go. That regional director, she's a regional director as well. She needs to get saluted and perfect. Thank you so much, dear. Mr. Fernando, thank you for joining us. Miss Dalia, excuse me, part of the bakery organization. Miss Caroline Baker, part of the bakery organization. Mr. Bill Bailey, congratulations on the new IBOs you're getting into business, Mr. Bailey. Hey, good morning, everybody. Thank you all for joining the call. We have a great call. Man, I hope you guys got a lot out of the call yesterday, because I think yesterday was an amazing call. How many of you guys get a blessing out of that, right, Miss Belinda? That was a great call yesterday, wasn't it? Hey, I want to thank all of you guys be on it every single week. But David Lowe was amazing because he did such an outstanding job, just to let you know how simple he keeps it. And I don't know if you understood him or not, but he just told you the truth, and he's told you, broke it down how simple it was to do this business. So I want to go into today. Today I'm going to go into, hold on a second. I just want to look at all the happy faces on here, first of all, before I get launched here. I want to go into today. I want to do today a Q&A. Tomorrow, Thursday, Mr. Dean Terrell will be back with us. Oh my God, what a challenge he put out there last week, didn't he? And then Friday, Mr. Nelson will be back with us on this coming Friday. And then at 6 o'clock, we have Al's Happy Hour. You guys enjoy last Friday Happy Hour, the little tribute game we played? That was a lot of fun. I got a lot of you guys responded on that. So thank you so much. Today, I decided instead of we have all these great speakers on, from Jordan Aller, my dear friend, from Mr. David Lowe to Ms. Giles Driscoll to Mr. Dean Terrell to Mr. Nelson, and we got some other people coming on in the weeks to come. Next week or so, we'll be hearing from Mr. Brian Baker, Mr. Julian Lewis be back with us. We got so many other leaders that I want you to hear from. And my goal is to let you hear from another side of the coin, not just me all the time, but other side of the coin. And that's why my job in the last 2.5 months or 3 months is not to do too many of these. That way you can get focused on what other leaders have in common. And the common denominator, we all want you to get to RD, the RVP, and the SVP, and then on the Circle Champions. Does that make sense? So that's why I'm enough leader that I want to open up to other leaders to come on here to share their experiences. And you can take these same experiences to help build your business internationally. I was just on a call, and the reason why I was late, one of my RDs in South Carolina, Mr. Evans, had me talk to a gentleman who's 25 years old at a car dealership about why he needs to join ACN, and he's joining right now as we speak, because he understands he's got to go to bell to bell, and he can go from car dealer to car dealership, but he doesn't own anything. So here again, you got to be able to talk to people. And I think I'm going to do, in the weeks to come, I'm going to do a talk on just how to talk to people or what to say. Or matter of fact, you know what we could do today? Let's do this today. I'm going to do a Q&A today, question and answer. So I want all you to participate. Now, we've been doing a lot of teaching, but today I want to hear your feedback on things you need help with in building your ACN business. So I said I was going to have a surprise guest speaker. It's me. So we're going to do a Q&A today, a question and answer on things you stumble with or have a situation with in your business that maybe I can bless you with 27 years of knowledge up here. I think I can able to answer your question. So any question you have about building your business, what to say, how to prospect. I did a call the other day for Mr. Dawson's group in Pennsylvania. He had 15 of his ETLs, and he said, I'm only going to take the top 15 of my ETLs. Those that qualify to get on a call with you. And sure enough, he had 15 on there. Instead of me going 30 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, I want an hour, hour and a half. I want an hour and a half. I want an hour and a half, because I wanted to give them more than what they wanted. See, that's one thing about it. Give them more, give them more, give them more than what they anticipated. So that was a great call. I got a lot out of it, and we had a Q&A. So I want to open up the call today for anything you have a question with about building your business. Okay. Question with how to prospect. Okay, Mr. Thomas, I got that. Or what to say when I get somebody to give me a negative, or how can I prospect somebody? So let's keep it in that arena today. The services are all in your back office. We understand what the point system is. We understand all that stuff, but we need to have more clarity on how you go out and build your business. And I know Ms. Jocelyn Driscoll gave you a lot of good information. Mr. Dean Terrell gave you a lot of great information. And I know Mr. Nelson gave you a lot of information. And then yesterday with Mr. David Lowe, that just put the icing on the cake for all of us. So today I'm going to open it up for questions you may have about building your business, what to say, how to prospect. What do I need to say when I run in this situation? I hear this answer. How do you answer that, Mr. Thomas? Does that make sense? Because I guarantee you, every question you have, I've heard it at least 1,000 times in 20-some years. Does that make sense? And I'll come back with an answer just that quick. I don't have to go, Dean, I don't have to think about it. I'll have an answer like that, because any question you may have run into, I've run into it many, many, many more times. But my goal is to help you become really good at it. So when somebody asks you something, you can get them right back up and get them in your business. So you can take your phone off one at a time. What a question is, give us your name, where you're calling from, and then give us the question. Remember, your name, where you're calling from, and then give us the question, because we try to make our call as professional as possible. And we are recording this, so you go back to the web, to the channel, to Destiny International channel, and we listen to all of it. We've been recording back since October. So we got a wealth of knowledge on it. If you can't sleep, you can go back on the channel and look at all this information to help you build. When I did the women and then I did the men, all that's back in October. It's all there for you. So first question of the afternoon or the morning, take your phone off mute. Name where you're calling from and your question. And I'm gonna say this. I guarantee some of you thinking, well, I don't want to pick. No. Let me tell you something. There's 4 or 5 people with the same question. It always happens. This is nothing new. It's nothing new. I've been experiencing for 27 years. There's nothing new. And don't be shy, because this is to help build your business. You can't build something if you can't open your mouth up. Even a baby knows he's got to open his mouth up to get milk. So any questions? Let's start it off. We've got the first question of the morning.
I have a question, Mr. Thomas. Hi,
Yeah, it's a little louder.
This is TJ in Columbus, Ohio.
Yes, dear.
And my question is, you give us a lot of information, and I'm so grateful. And I don't bother you because sometimes I don't qualify. But with you opening up this question, you know how you have all those journals of all the information over the years that you have. When I want to go back and get something from Ms. Driscoll or from yourself or whatever, how do you index, or how are you able to tap into the information that you've been collecting over the years? I just need a better process of how to go back and get that information.
Okay, good question. So in my journal, what I do, I'll date the journal. Like I'll have a journal for the first 6 months or first 90 days. See, each journal to me, well, I do 30-day journals, and I do a 6. And then I used to do, here's a couple of my journals right here of knowledge. See, I even got stuff I got to write and put in here. So each journal I have, and I go every 90 days or 6 months, depending on how thick it is. And I journalize things that I remember kind of, and I put in front of the journal like an index. What's inside the journal? What's inside the journal? You know, like a context of a book. You know, I'll say January 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and I'll write in there what they said, and I'll give first 10 pages. I'll just use it for an index. And then when I run out, I start another journal. But I have an index in the front of the journal, just like the contents of a book. That way I can go back and relate to it. You see Mr. Dean Terrell pulls out all his journals, and I've got journals up to, matter of fact, my goals, I can go back to 1987 in my book and show you goals since 1987. How small I thought. I thought $100,000 was a lot of money. It ain't a lot of money. So every year, December 20th, I pull up my goal list. and I look at my goals, what I accomplished. I don't just throw a line through it. I say victory, because your subconscious mind will take that as a negative. I put victory, victory. If I didn't hit it, I put it in the next year's goal. But the whole idea, I can go back to 1987 and show you what my goals were, what I did that year. 1988, my goals, what I did that year. 1989, 1990, I can go all the way back that far and journalize it, because Jim Rohn said that when you leave, what you have to go back to is your journals and pictures. So it's so important. So I journalize things that are important to me. That's how I do it.
Thank you. The index.
And I
is
advise
helping.
every one of you to do the same thing, because journals, see on my, look all the books on my, right here on my, this is on my desk. These are books on my desk that I utilize. That's not all my books. I mean, I got a closet full of books. Mr. Brian Baker tell you, my bathroom's full of books. Why? Because I'm always learning. School is never out for the professional. I mean, I got, and then look up there, journals, and then books. And then here's all my appointment books for the year, for all the years. Look at there. I go back. I got 20-some years plus, 28 years of appointment books. So I go back. You said, Mr. Thomas, what did you do in January the 10th of 2000? I can tell you, because I got everything up here. Most people say, I don't know. But I know, because I have appointment book. It's so important that you guys have a physical appointment book, not just in your cell phone, but an appointment book. Make sense? There you go. Great question. Next question. That means all y'all should be doing really good if you don't have no questions. All y'all should be RVPs by now if you don't have no questions.
All right, Mr. Thomas.
Yes, sir.
This is Julian in San Diego.
Hey, sir. How you doing, Mr. Regional Director, Mr. Julian?
Blessed. I'm doing well. Excited to be on here this morning.
Yes, sir. Good to have you and your group.
Now, I have a question just for the group to say, and what would you, or as far as presenting goes, when do you feel someone is ready to present?
Okay, the question is, what do I think somebody is ready to present? Here's what I've done. Here's what I've done. I don't care if somebody is a regional director. I've seen it happen to regional directors. I've seen a lot of details. And here's what I've done in the past. And the past meaning to me last month, I put a training on a Tuesday and a Thursday, just how to do an effective, let me say this, an effective, the key word is effective, 1 through 10 presentation, okay? Now, even though everybody could have done it, all of y'all, I'm sure all of y'all have done it. But see, the power of being a public speaker, one of the books I showed you, one of my mentor, is called The Awesome Power of, hold on a second, public speaking. Now, a lot of people can speak or talk, but they're not speakers. They go, and I also, the other day I had somebody, I said, how many did they say? And then it's like, they don't understand. You're not, see, my ear hears that, and I'll call you out because, see, the book is called The Awesome Power of Public Speaking. A lot of us never spoke publicly. And now we're doing Zoom calls, and we're just, and right, and then it says that right, and then the right, it's like, God, no, you're not right, you're wrong. Because we have to think, we have to always be speaking. Say the sentence and shut up. Then we go, and then we go right back to that again. No, public speaking. I did so well with my being or mentor in Australia that I'm on the back of the book right here. On the back of the book, 30 years ago, because he taught me the power of public speaking. So let's go back to the question. So Tuesday, Thursday, I did. You could do this with your group, Mr. Lewis. I would tell it, definitely all you leaders out there. Here's what I would do. I said I'm going to do a conference call. We're going to do a public speaking call on Tuesday and Thursday. And then what I did, it was selective groups the first day, and then the next time I opened up to everybody because I knew nobody could do it, even though they're regional directors. They could say, I got my own. And I said, here's what I want you to do. Watch this now. Watch this. We're going to go through the 1 through 10 slides. Watch this. And all I want you to do, watch this, is read it word for word. You know how many can do it? None of them. None of them. I said, let's take it page by page. Then just read it. Try it yourself. You cannot do it. You've been doing it the wrong way for so long. You think you're right, and that's your pride and ego coming to play. Look, I could go play golf all day long, right? I could be doing it wrong. Tiger Woods could come over and say, Mr. Thomas, if you hold it this way and do this with your stance, you have a better swing. In other words, I've been doing it wrong so long, and no wonder my game is bad. And he can come correct me. Now, I have the option either listen and take heed of what he's trying to tell me, or let my ego say, well, I've been doing it this way. I know what I'm doing. And so many of us, that's how we treat this business when it comes to learning how to read it. I mean, it blows my mind. I said, everybody, when you get on this call, park your ego and your pride, because it's going to be hurtful for some of you. Because I guarantee you, this is what I told everybody, I guarantee you can't read it. I guarantee you. And not a one could do it. I had 12 people trying to, they couldn't do it. Then I went back, and then Thursday, they didn't show up. They were scared. No, they should have got on there and said, let me help it, let me learn it, let me keep learning. You see, by reading the boxes, last night I did the presentation. I do it every Tuesday night, and we do it every Thursday night at 6:00 p.m. Pacific Coast time in the month of June. Last night, I'm doing every Tuesday myself. I'm doing Tuesday nights. Last night, Mr. Bree Clemens, I just read the boxes, and it's like, whoa. As easy it may sound, Mr. Lewis, people cannot read the boxes without throwing emphasis in or route this or that. They can't do it because their ego gets the best of them, or they think too much. But if you can get them to read it, and watch this. Why do you think I have a training on people, even in my position with my organization, and other people could join from their organization? Because I want to show them, if everybody could read the presentation, think about it. If you got a guest on there, and I see a guy who's all flamboyant with it, I said to myself, I can't do that. I can't do it. But if I see somebody get on like Mr. Bill Bailey and just read it, I said, dang, I can do that. If I can see Mr. Sergio get on there and just read it, I said, man, I can do that. See, my job, your job is not to oppress them, but oppress upon them how simple our business is. There's only 10 boxes. And I tell people, I'm going to read it to you. Even in box number 1, it says telecommunication. I even throw the comma in, and I'll say, comma. It's amazing. So let me ask you guys a question. How fast and big would your organization be if your organization could just read it? How fast would it grow? A lot faster, wouldn't it? You wouldn't have to be on every conference call. See, that's what Mr. David Lowe said yesterday, if y'all caught it. Soon as somebody get in, let's send them a video. What'd you like most? Let's get you started. Let's send it out to 10 people. That's all he said. 100 IBOs in a month. Nobody did a whole lot of talking. It was not a whole lot of talking in his presence. I'm telling you. Yesterday, I sent out the video 8. I got 2. I didn't do 10. I did 8 yesterday. But the whole idea is read it. So, Mr. Julian Lewis, to answer your question, I have a training session for people to read. And see, I have a thing. You cannot do our 1 through 8 or 1 through 10, excuse me, on my Zoom calls, which we do every Saturday and Sunday at 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock. Saturday at 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, Sunday at 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Tuesday night, I do it at 6 o'clock. Thursday night, we have a group to do it. They cannot do those until they be able to get in front of me and let them read it. And once they'll get okay, approval, then you can read it. Because see, I want my business duplicatable. I want to see, instead of, how you gonna get in front of hundreds of people if you can't do 5? How you gonna get in front of 20 if you can't do 5? How you gonna get in front of 80 if you can't do 20? How you gonna build up your team when you can't do it? So it's all about duplication in this business. And the more people you get who can do it, the better off you are. Now think about it. What if everybody, think about this, all of you on the call today, what if you had 10 people on your team that could read that presentation? CQs, ETL, it don't make no difference what the title is. Do you think how would your check look in 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks, a month, therefore going forward? It blow up. How you think I get in 24 countries? How you think I get in 12 countries? I can't do it all myself. Other people can do it better than I can. Just read it. There are people still stuck in the same position because their ego is so big. They can't submit to listening to learn. So I'm saying one of the things you want to do, Mr. Lewis, I always call all my leaders together, and I'm telling you, have fun with it. And tell them, hey, up the front, I'm not here to make anybody feel bad. I'm here to improve your numbers. And I'm gonna improve your numbers by listening to me. We're gonna have a training on how to do 1 through 10. And just put up one slide, have everybody read it. I guarantee it, nobody would do it right. Because they want to add too much in there. That's the problem. And that's why they're stuck in the same position.
Mr. Thomas?
Yes,
May I
sir.
say so? Yes, this is Ishmael here in Los
Yes,
Angeles.
Mr. Ishmael.
Yes, I think the easiest way, me as English as a second language, is to have the script in front of me and then read it to myself in the mirror. Because I could confront myself that way, and it's going to be easier to do that instead of thinking, oh, am I saying it right? Am I doing, hesitating? Instead of putting my, look at the mirror, have the script in front of you, and start saying it to yourself. Because you're the worst judge.
Mr. Ismail.
The worst judge that you have is yourself.
Mr. Ismail, you're absolutely right. But you know, people won't do that. Just like we're talking about it, I guarantee maybe only 4 people on this call do it. The rest of them are ego getting away. Let me share something else with you, Mr. Ismail. Many times I would get on, here's what I would do. I'd say, I'll never forget my first network marketing company. I had a guy named Jorge Rodriguez. He was so funny. Nick, I'm sorry, we call him Nick. And Nick would read it. He was a Spanish guy. We're doing a meeting in Bakersfield, California. I had one of the co-founders of the company with me. It was so funny. And he came out on stage with his big ponytail, with a blazing red jacket, black shoes, pointed, black pants, and he got out there, he says, everybody, and he was Spanish, you know. He got out there with a script. He goes, everybody, I'm a little nervous. I'm going to attempt to do it in English. If I mess up, it may end up in Spanish. And it was wonderful because you know why? He wasn't perfect. He wasn't perfect. Why do you think?
That's right.
That's the problem with trying to be so perfect. He got up there and listen to me. He got up there with his script. He goes, and he just read it. I never, look, we had about, I think 26 to 30 people sign up that night because they saw him because he was not perfect. He had his script with him.
Right.
And that's, listen to me, Mr. Ismail, you like to talk. He just sat there and he read it. Some of you guys could do a Zoom call and say, look, I'm new at this, but let me show you how easy this business is. And read, just let them see, look, you can see my script. Let them see the script. And you know what they're saying in the back of their mind? They'll never say it to you. They're going, if this joker can do it, I'm gonna kill this business. Because their ego get inflated because they see how simple you make it. Next question. Don't be a professional, just read it.
This is Bill Bailey.
Yes, sir, Mr. Bailey.
So to follow up what Julian said, after someone masters giving the 1 through 10, what is a universal close that everyone can use to have the prospect basically close themselves, basically?
Okay, I'll give you one right now. Good question, Mr. Bill Bailey. That's why you got 7, 8 new people in. Okay, here, I'm gonna show you this. Everybody look at me. Here's my, look, watch this. What's this in front of my tripod? That's my script to close. All I did was copy what Greg Parmesan said. Watch this. Here's my close. Now, if Miss Ismail was on here, she could do it better than I could, but you know, she had a death in the family. But here, I keep it right here. Here's my close. I do the same thing every freaking time. Watch my close. Write this down. Write this down. ACN has done all the heavy lifting. I love when Greg Parmesan said it. I wrote it down. I wrote word for word. I figured, wow, here's a perfect close. I'm gonna use it with the co-founder. See, I'm not doing anything but duplicating what I hear. It is so simple to do, and it's also so simple not to do. Because what do most people say there in leadership? Hey, I'm an RD. You dummy, take notes. That's why you're not an RVP yet. Anyway, ACN has done all the heavy lifting. They've done all the structure, contracts, software, hardware, all the licensing, back office, front office, Matter of fact, we have over 3,000 people behind the scenes in 27 countries to help you. Wow. Bookkeeping's been taken care of. Computer systems taken care of. CPA know what their job is. The attorneys make sure the I's are dotted, the T's are crossed. It's a backup on the cloud. How many times you guys see me do the backup on the cloud, somewhere in the cloud out there somewhere? People start laughing. See, I already know you're gonna laugh when I say that. I already know what you know, because I'm a public speaker. Next, the satellites all in place, and the engineers know their job. The final decision is you. 3 decisions. Number 1, A, come join us, become an independent business owner, and start making money immediately. B, but I got questions, but I'll be a customer of the service to try it out to save money and to feed a child. Or C, this is not for me, Mr. Thomas. I appreciate your time. Good, I appreciate your time too. Could you at least refer the person that got shown here some names and numbers, people that want to either save some money or people that want to make some money? Is that fair? And I shake my head up and down. Is that fair? And guess what people do? They'll follow your lead, but see, you don't know that. People are easy. But preferably you be at A and get started immediately. So get back to that person that got you on started. I would like to be the first to congratulate you. That's it. That's my close. ACN has done all the heavy what? Lifting. Everything's been done. Everything's in place. Structure, contracts. Let's go over it again. Software, hardware, licensing, back office, front office. We have over 3,000 people, and I usually do this by hand, worldwide. What does this represent the world? Worldwide. To help you become successful. The bookkeeping's been handled. Computer systems taken care of. CPA's been taken care of. The attorneys make sure the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. We even have backup on the cloud out there somewhere. We even got the engineers taken care of. There's only one decision left. Wow. And that's you. Either A, you come in as an independent business owner and start making residual income immediately. B, but I have questions. I'll at least try the service and save some money and help feed a child. Or C, this is not for me, Ms. Thomas. I appreciate you. Hey, we appreciate you too. However, if you're a C, you can always refer some names and numbers to your friend that got you on this call who might want to save some money. And I know you have some friends who want to make some money, don't you? We want to thank you. But the first and ultimate question would be, if I were you, I would come in as an A and get started immediately. And I'd like to be the first to congratulate you. You see how you do that? It's all scripted right in front of me. Everything I do is scripted. Yes, Mr. Sergio. Take yourself off mute.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Good, great. Great to be here, Mr. Thomas.
Thank you. Down in Mexico.
Down in
Go ahead,
Querétaro, Mexico, which is the central part of Mexico. But I'm originally from California. My question to you, Mr. Thomas, is how would you go about, or maybe you have a script written up as far as edifying the speaker or edifying the presenter? You know, because right now our main focus is getting people on Zoom calls, and and for me it's a little difficult because I'm like Mr. Ishmael, but the other way around. Spanish is my second language, you know, and being here in Mexico, I'm trying to sound a little more convincing, a little more persuasive.
Got it. Got the question. Watch this. Look here on my desk. This is paperclip. These are my leaders on my team that does the 1 through 10. All right, and does the presentations. Okay, as well as the 1 through 10s. Here's my guest speaker list of something about each and every one of them. Let me give you an idea. Watch this. Watch this. So I write a script for every one of the speakers prior to them even getting on. Mr. Bree Clemens, watch this. He's behind the scenes. He does all our Zoom calls for us. He's a true leader in the Nashville area. He's an entrepreneur. He has a passion for raising special breed of pit bulls. Number 5. He's also a mentor to his nieces and nephew. Number 6. He's building a large ACN business internationally. Number 7. He's also a servant heart. Number 8. He's a featured SVP and circle member. You see, I got bullet points. 7 bullet points used for everybody. Mr. Chris King. He's a fire captain in Central Valley of California. Number 2, he as a state cut is paid by $5,000 a month. Number 3, he's the most almost lost his home until a friend introduced him and his wife to ACN. Number 4, his wife are RDs. Number 5, he has no longer worked for the fire department for California. Number 6, he spends his days helping other people in ACN and also loves chasing his wife around the house. Number 7, he's also an excellent cook. See, I got a dossier on every one of them. Every one of them. Every one of them. Every one of them. Mr. Dwight, Mr. Severs, Mr. Everyone, every one of them. Every one of them. Miss Giles and Driscoll the other day. She's a single mom, number 1. She fell in love with a man named Tony and got married, number 2. Number 3, she had a hair salon, number 4. She has a construction company and other business, and she's also an author of a book coming out very soon. Number 5, she has a beautiful family. She's also a grandmother. Number 6, she enjoys cooking in their backyard and using their pizza oven and enjoys various good wines from California. You see, I got bullet points, every one of them, but see, you can't see, but see, I got them right here, and I put them right here, and I read it. I'm just reading all this about everybody. Any leader I had on here, I've got something on them. Every leader, every leader, every leader, every leader. So you take the time and you write down something on them. Everyone, everyone, everyone. That way you're showing professional. Look, there's a lot that goes into what I do. We make it look easy because Mr. Bree Clemens. We make it look easy because of him. But we make sure when you get guests on here, it's done professional. It's done very professional. So we want to make sure that we have everything done professional. Make sense? So write it down. I got something, 7 bullet points on every speaker that comes on my call. And if you notice, we introduce them. They're not supposed to tell their story. When we get finished telling their story, all they need to do is say, oh, thank you. Let's give it back to Miss Evelyn Phibbs and Fred. Let's give it back to her. And then we're giving it back because she's already told about you. You don't need to go tell your story. At that point, let's go to the information. See, she's already PR'd me. She already talked about me. So I don't need to go back and talk about myself again because why? It's already done. Mr. Shaquille Cooper, when he gets on here, I'll be on in a week or 2. He's only 20 years old. He used to work at Applebee's. He was making a 6-figure income until all of a sudden this whole team fell apart. You know, 3 years ago in November, he became a dad. Now he's a dad. He's got a beautiful son. He's 27 years old now, and he has time off now to get and to build his business. Spend 100% of the time with his kids, and he's going to be the #1 RVP in ACN, and he's looking left, and he doesn't look left. He doesn't look right. He looks straight ahead. And he tells us 90% is mindset and 10% is physical. Without further ado, let's get Mr. Shaquille Cooper on there. See, I got a script on everybody. Look, I'm a professional, and I treat my business in a professional light. If more of you would teach your business professionally, it's like some of the guest speakers coming on in the future. I'll say, what's your story? Where's your bullet points? I don't want nobody to get on here half, excuse my French, half you know what. Get on here and be prepared. Be prepared. Be prepared. Be prepared. Don't get on here just shooting from the hip. I won't have you back again because I have a responsibility to be the best and to deliver you the best. Make sense? So, Mr. Sergio, I got some on everybody. I got some on everybody. And now, when you get finished introducing them, you think they can walk on water. And that's how you do it, sir. So get a little script about every one of them. Every last one of them. Next question. Like Miss Castro, look here, I got her. She's on the line. She's married. She's a mother of 2. She's been in AC in 2 years. She's a traveling nurse, recruiter. She has a master's in business and also a bachelor in business in Spanish. And she wants her husband to sweep her off her feet, take her and the kids to Costa Rica. Watch her. She's on it. She's probably smiling. Where's she at? Where's she at? She's on here somewhere. But see, I know her story. I got her story on here. I don't know if it's here yet, but I know she's probably on here. But see, that's how you do it. You got her story written down. You know her story. You see? So I keep everything right here in front of me so I can be a professional and treat my business professionally. Make sense? So every speaker, I have a dossier on them. That's why it's important that they know how to do the 1 through 10. I want to be comfortable that if I'm not on here, I know that they're going to deliver the best message. Not just hopefully they does it. I know it because I trained them how to read the 1 through 10. I trained them how to do this. So I know without a shadow of doubt, if I'm not on here, the presentation went on excellent. It went on without a hitch. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to think, oh my God, I hope they delivered a great message. I hope they did a good job. Oh, I hope they did. No, I don't, there's no hope. Jim Rohn say, take out the speculation. inspect what you suspect. Inspect what you suspect. Miss Rose Guerrero is another one. You know, she's a mother. She's a wife of Chris King, number 2. Number 3, entrepreneur before she got an ACN. She has 2 jobs when she first got started, number 3. Before ACN had 2 jobs when she started, number 4. She's a dog lover, number 5. One of our team's best trainers, number 6. A true thought leader, number 7. A community organizer, number 8. A lady of faith, number 9. She's a regional director in our business. And number 10, you can always count on her. Without further ado, Ms. Rose Guerrero King. You see, I got a dossier on everybody. So when she gets on, you're gonna respect what she got to say, because I told you, watch, you know, I told you. So my job is, whoever's speaking is edify the speaker. She don't need to get on and talk about her, tell her story. I just told her story. She's gonna say, oh, thank you, Mr. Thomas, get back, Mr. Thomas, and boom, to the next person. And boom, and then she's gonna break it down. I've already told her who she was. You're never supposed to tell somebody who you are. You never see me get on here and talk about my background. Why? Because whoever edified me had already did it. My story is, let's get to the material. Let's give it back to Miss Pat Robinson, you know, for all that. She's a wonderful lady in Oakland, California. I couldn't do it without her. Now let's get to the information. That's all I have to do. Because she already made me hear. No, it's just me keep talking. It's already been done. Already done. Make sense? Next question. And don't forget, tonight we have a call. Put it on, Mr. Bree Clemens, can you put it up on the board there? Miss Ismail's call tonight at 6 o'clock. Watch how they just read it. Watch how they just read it. Put just a little spurk in it, but watch how they just read it. Now, you know, she had a death in the family. We're not sure she's going to do it, but one of the leaders who know how to do it, who's been through my training, will do the 1 through 10 tonight. And we'll do a fast start right after that. So guess what? Like Jim Rohn say, I inspect what I suspect. Oh, she said she'll be on. I inspect what I suspect. Nothing is left to chance. Mr. Bree Clemens and Mr. Bree Clemens will be with her, and Miss Ismail said to text me prior, she will be on tonight. But you have to understand, I just don't leave it to anybody. I inspect what I suspect. And so should you. Make sense? Next question. There's a difference in speaking and public speaking. Go ahead, next question.
Good morning, Mr. Al Thomas. It's Patricia Harris from Elk Grove.
Hey, Miss Patricia Harris.
How are you this morning?
I'm blessed, young lady. How's my dear friend, Mr. Frank, and yourself doing?
Just took his car in. He's doing wonderful. We're both doing great.
Good.
I just wanted to ask you a quick question. I have a customer who would like for me to do a presentation for 10 to 15 people. And I was just wondering, when I started to do the presentation for them, I kind of wrote down a few things I wanted to just run it by you since we're doing this question and answer. I start off by saying, welcome everyone to this Zoom webinar. My name is Patricia Harris Bowman out of the Sacramento Marketplace. I am going to show you a very quick video, and after, no.
Keep going, I'm just counting all your ums.
Don't do the I would like to show you a very quick video. And during this video, I would like for you to pay very close attention to, yeah, there we go.
See, now you started noticing them?
Yes, I'm paying attention to that. Wow, okay.
Just because I'm a public speaker way back 30 years ago, that I was trained to understand how to public speak. And you'd be surprised how many people would catch it and it's a sign of nervousness. Just settle down, you'll be fine. Yes. Just, you know, and if you have to, write a script down. You know, you're doing a Zoom call. Write down your bullet points and put in front of you.
Okay.
And be comfortable, just relax.
All right, so one, I want you to pay attention to who we partner with, 2, the services that we offer, and 3, how we get paid. Perfect. So I'm gonna show you a quick video, and I'll come back and introduce you to our speaker tonight. That's how I like to start off, but leaving out the ums.
Very good, very good. Now, write about 7 bullet points about that speaker. See? And it don't take more than a minute. Notice what I did when I read all those off. It didn't take but a minute. Every bullet point, you know, I didn't take but a minute, 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 but a minute. You know, watch this. Mr. Bree Clemens behind the scenes of all those Zoom calls. Number one, just take boom, bullet point, bullet point, bullet point, bullet point. We want to give too much detail. The whole presentation from start to finish should be no more than 15, 18 minutes with the video. 20 if you're stretching it. And then here's what they say afterwards. Man, I could do this. But if it's a 40-minute marathon, they go like, dang, that's a lot. You see the difference?
Yes. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And if I were you guys, I would all be on the 6 o'clock call tonight, Pacific Coast time, and watch Miss Ismail go to work. That woman can work this business. She can work it. She can do a great job at it. She's done it so well. Now she's starting to add on a little difference. She's starting to add a little twist to it. But she had to go. I had to strip everybody down to go back to basics, reading it. And they're like, I know you've been doing that way so long. Let me strip the paint off of you, strip you down to bare minimum. Just read it. And as you read it, then we can add on a little something extra. But basic, just read it. And one of the hardest part is box. I think, which box is that? When it goes into saying you get 4% residual. That's right. That box said 4. Tell me, Mr. Bree Clement, what box? Matter of fact, put that box up there if you can, sir. I want to go through this and show you guys something that's so powerful. Most people miss it, and they can't get it. Even after I show it, they can't get it hardly. But I want you guys to practice. I'm gonna give you guys that today. When you get a chance, just let me know when it's up, somebody. Okay. I'll wait for him to get it up because this is, but I'm gonna go through a couple of boxes and I'm gonna watch how I do this. See, your job as a speaker, no matter if you're doing your own private PBZ, is to make the boxes, the information come alive. See, come alive. Watch this. Box number, let's go back a box or two. I'm gonna come back to that one. That's box number 8. Let me go back a couple boxes. Let's go back one more. Okay, that's an easy one. Okay, this one. This is very important. Watch this. I'm gonna watch, take notes on how I do this. Take notes. Personal monthly customer bonuses. How does that work? See, I'm asking the question because I know that's what the new person's thinking. How does that work? Acquire customers totaling 3 services. Here, hold on a second. Acquire, what did I do here? Hold on. All right, here we go. Acquire 3 services. Write this down. This is what most people mess up. Here's what people say. Acquire 3 services, you get $75. You get 5 services, you make $200. Now, my leaders know that I just said it wrong. But that's what everybody says. Now, here's the proper way to do those for that. Personal monthly customer bonuses. Acquire customers totaling 3 services. Normally, I put my fingers up so you can see it. 3 services, because people are visual, so they can see it. 3 services in your, not mine, watch this, your first 30 days. Sometimes you can point at the phone. In your first 30 days, you get $75 deposit in your bank account. You get 5 services in your first 30 days. Always remember, within their first 30 days. You got to say that, folks. So important. Because so many people get it later after 30 days. I didn't get a check. They quit because you didn't tell them the right way. In their first 30 days, you got a $200 deposit in your bank account. Plus, it says there in the boxes, $200 for every additional 3 services. You get 8 services, you get $400 deposit if you could do that in your first 30 days. You get 11 services in your first 30 days, you make $600 on a $224 investment. Next box, please. You see I did that? And write that down. In your first 30 days. In your first 30 days. More people will get that. You watch what happens in your first 30 days. This is an easy one. Personal residual income on your customers. You get 3 to 20% monthly commissionable revenue. See, I don't rush through it. I want them to understand the power of residual income. Here's what somebody do. Personal residual income on your customers. 3 to 20% monthly commissionable revenue. Next box. See, they just rush through it. I wanted to sink in. Your job as a speaker is make the information dance. Make it come alive. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive. Make it come alive to people so they can understand it. Next box. And tell people when you finish box number 6, Next box. So they know to look in. That I watch why your eyeballs go to the what? Next box. Number 7, overriding customer acquisition bonuses. We call it CABs. Look to the left. See, I even tell people what I want them to look. Look to the left in the gray. It says opportunity. Now notice this. Notice the word earn bonuses. Watch this. It's darkened. Notice also what's darkened in that sentence. What else is darkened? Talk to me, everybody. What else is darkened in that phrase over there? What else is darkened?
Acquire customers.
Nope. What else is darkened?
Earn bonuses.
Bonuses.
No,
Bonuses.
no.
Earn bonuses.
Earn bonus. Well, we just said earn bonus. What else is darkened in that paragraph? What
Your
else?
team.
Your team.
Okay,
There you go.
everybody, there you go. Your team. Now watch this. Here's what most people do. They read the whole thing. There's a reason why it's darkened. It's supposed to be emphasized. It's supposed to magnify. It's supposed to come alive. Watch how Al Thomas do it. Because see, now y'all see it, but see, you see it, but you didn't know what you're looking at. That's why here's what most of y'all do. An opportunity to earn bonuses that are paid weekly on your team's acquired customers. That I don't get. Oh, look, watch. Here's the way you do it. An opportunity to earn bonuses. To earn what? To earn bonuses. I come back again over it because it stands out. That are paid weekly. When? Weekly, when your team acquires customers. So in other words, you can make to the right, you can make anywhere from $50. Now, sometimes I might even slap my hands down. 50, go wake people up. $50 up to, everybody say up to, say it again, up to 300, up to 300. See, this don't say 50 to 300, up to. Make it come alive. Next box. Now, this one is, here's how most people read it. Overriding residual income on your team's customers. 4% monthly commissionable revenue. Now watch this. Watch, that's A. Watch how I do to make it come alive. If I'm a new person listening, it don't make no sense to me because I can't visualize what you're talking about. Watch how Al Thomas do it. Overriding residual income on your team's customers. You're gonna get a 4%. Everybody look at me. My hands up. What am I showing? 4% monthly commissionable revenue. Let me show you how that works. You turn around and you bring in, hold on, let me get my list of people. You bring in Miss Castro. Watch me, look at me. Look at me. You get what? You get on a first level, Miss Castro, you're gonna get a 4% residual on all her customers. Miss Castro brings in Miss Dahlia. She's on your second level. You're gonna get a whopping 4% on all her customers. Miss Dahlia turns around and brings Miss Caroline Baker in. She's on your third level. Can you see 3 fingers? Yes. See, notice I'm looking at myself, and so I know what you see. You're gonna, she's on your third level. You're gonna get a whopping 4% on all her customers. Miss Baker turns around, bring Mr. Bill Bailey in. Oh my gosh, he's on your 4th level. See, look at that. You're gonna get 4% on all his customers. Mr. Bailey turns around and brings Mr. Edmund Smith in on your 5th level. You're gonna get a whopping 4% on all his customers. So what am I saying? You're getting 4% on your 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th level of generational people. Wow. Let me ask y'all a question. What was more effective, A or B? Take your phone off.
B.
Yeah, B. Because A, you didn't understand it. B, I role played it out for you. 4% on the first person. 2nd level, 4%. 3rd level, 4%. 4th level, 4%. 5th level, 4%. And preferably, if you're the speaker, you want to have the names. That's why I always thank people on the conference call. There's a method of my madness. That's why I start. Because my leaders know we're going to call somebody who's on the call. Preferably they're a guest. They're not a guest, we'll use an IBO. But we're going to call their name out to make them part of the Zoom call. Part of the Zoom call, call the names out. Call the name out. Man, Mr. Bill Bailey, Miss Castro, Miss Dahlia. I mean, call the name, Miss Caroline. Call the names out. And always say, you made. Don't, you, not about you. She bring it, you make. Always about what they made. If I'm a guest, I can care less about who you are. I care less about what you made. What's in it for me? What's in it for me? Always talk about what's in it for them. Quit talking about what, well, I get, no, forget you. I'm not here for you. I'm here, what can I get out of it? Talk to me. You get 4% monthly commission revenue. On the first person you bring in, let's say you had nobody on it. You get 4% residual income on the first person you bring on your first level. The first level person brought somebody on your second level, you get a whopping 4% residual. Notice what I'm using, adjectives, adverbs, whopping, large, huge. Get to whopping, large, huge. Third person comes in, the second person brings somebody to their first level, your third level, you're gonna get a gigantic 4% residual. That person brings somebody else in on your fourth level, you're gonna get a tremendous your 4% residual. That person brings in somebody on your fifth level, my God, that's gonna be a tremendous 4%. So in other words, you get paid 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels of people that you don't even know. Wow! You see how you do that? Now I got a visual. They got a visual. They got a visual in their head. That's a lot of money. I'm getting paid on people I don't even know. Oh, that's in their back of their mind. Go, wow, that's a lot. Man, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. But just saying, your team's customer 4% monthly commercial revenue. Next, they don't know what that means. They can see the people on it. They don't know what that means. That don't mean nothing to nobody. Matter of fact, when I first, that don't mean nothing to me. What's in it for me? Show me the money. Show me, hey, Jerry Maguire, show me the money, baby. Show me, you ain't showed me jack, but 4% on what? What does monthly commissional revenue mean? I have no idea. Role play it out to me. Show me how it works. Y'all catching this? Let me see your hands. Are y'all catching this?
Yes.
Make it come alive. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive. Make it come alive to people. Now and watch your numbers go up through the roof because now they get it. Now let's go back. Here we go. Now next box. Okay, number 9. Watch number 9. Number 9 is a very important box. Here we go. Here's what everybody do. IBO earn position, become a CQ, and then you go promoted to ETL, and there's more money, and then you become a regional director, and you acquire increased customer bonuses, then you become an RVP, and then you can reach higher levels earned, and then they bounce back to increased residual income. Oh, and in an SVP, you get incentive trips. How many of y'all got lost with that? You didn't follow me. You just killed yourself. Now here is a proper way of doing this box. All right, here we go. I'm gonna say it slow. IBO earn positions. The first thing you want to do is become customer qualified with 3. Watch my hands. How many services need to be qualified? Notice my hand. Am I talking? And I'm also sign language. 3 services, right? To be customer qualified. Then I go down to the bottom left in gray. I even tell them where I want their eyeballs to go. It says reaching higher earned position. See, I'm just reading it to you. It's based on the number of personal and teams customers. So now to go to ETL, watch this. Watch, everybody look at me. You need 30 servers between you and your team. What is this representing? You and your team total. 30 servers between you and your team. I do this all the time because I like to do word pictures. Now they can understand it. Now you're gonna make, watch this. Here's what most people mess up at. Here's where you gotta show the other money. Now you make $50 on everybody that comes on your team in their first 30 days and get what? Qualified. You gotta throw that back in there again. I'll say it again. Now as an ETL, you can make how much? $50 on every person that comes in your business in their first 30 days and get what? Qualified. One more time. As an ETL, now you can make $50 on everyone that comes on your team in their first 30 days and get what? Qualified. With 3 services. Qualified. Watch how the money goes. What if, write it down like I'm giving it to you. What if 10 people came in times 50? What, and I never, see now their mind's thinking, oh, that's $500. But see, the way I did the first time, you didn't talk about no money. I don't know what that means. That don't mean nothing. Oh, what if 10 people came in and got qualified times 50? I always say times 50. What if 20 came in times 50? You get the idea. See, now let them go. Because some people go like, well, shoot, what if I get 30 in? What if I get 35 in? Let them see the possibilities. Let the mind go. Let them see the possibilities. Don't put a lid on their thoughts. Let the possibility go. I'm gonna start it again. CQ, customer qualified. You get your first 3 servers, the first 30 days, you're customer qualified. Now, the bottom says there in the left-hand gray, it says reach higher earned position is based on the number of personal and team customers. So to be an ETL, you need 30 services to be qualified as ETL. Now, as an ETL, you can make $50 per person when they come in their first 30 days and get what? Qualified. What if 5 people did it? What if 10 people times 50? Wow. What if 20 people did it times 50? What if 30 did? Oh, you get the idea. That's how you do that. Next, in the green, it says increase customer acquisition bonuses, CABs. Well, as an RD, regional director, in the blue, tell them in the blue, an RD can make up to, always say up to 200. Don't say 200, because there's an ETL in there, they don't get that. They get 150. That's why you say up to all the time, up to, always up to. As an RD, they can make up to $200 per person. Now, what if 10 people came in and got qualified in their first 30 days? Wow, what if 30 came in and got qualified in their first 30 days times 200? What, you get the idea. Now they're thinking, shoot, what if 50 did it? Man, what if 48 did it? What if 62 did it? You see, now you gave them the vision. You plan to see the vision of what could be possible as they go up the ladder and earn positions. Just make it come alive. I never talk about RVP money. I never talk about SVP money. Here's how I do the rest of it. As an RVP, you get underneath, it says in light blue, increased residual income. Okay, if I just say that, doesn't make any sense yet. But if I say it this way, not only are you getting paid on your first, second, third, fourth, fifth level, but you're getting paid infinity on every customer on your team. And I pointed right, on your team. Every customer on your what? Your team. Plus, you get an incentive trip. Every year they send the leaders, once you're at that position, they send you on a trip, all expense paid for 2. Matter of fact, May 15th through the 20th, they're all going to Mexico in 2021. And I don't know about you, but I'm going to be a part of that. RVP and SVP, they make increased residual income. So not only they get paid first, second, third, fourth, fifth level and RVP money, they get another overriding money as SVP on every customer below their 7th level to infinity. All their customers, and they qualify for incentive trip. You see how you do that? Now I see, wait a minute, I can make residual on customers. I can make money by bringing people in. Plus I get residual past my 7th level. My God, I didn't know, because see, you're not explaining it to when they can understand it. I'm gonna go through box number 9 one more time. Here we go. IBO earn position. First position, hold on a second. Let me see how many numbers on here. First position, well, first position is customer qualified. When they get their first what? 3 services in the first 30 days. Now you're customer qualified. It says down below in the gray, it says reach higher earned position is based upon the number of personal and team customers. Why I put an N in there? Because it's not just one way, it's 2 ways they can qualify. And as an ETL, you'll get $30, as an ETL with 30 people in your customers, now you become an ETL. And an ETL can make $50 per person on everybody that comes in their business in their first 30 days to get qualified. What if you got 10 people came in times $50? What if 20 people came in and got qualified times $50? What if 30 came? You get the idea. Yeah. Now it says increase customer acquisition bonuses. To the right, it says regional director, RD. They can make up to $200 per person, up to $200 per person. What if 10 people came in and got qualified in their first 30 days, times 200? Wow. What if 30 people came in and got qualified in their first 30 days? You get the idea. Wow. Next is RVP, regional vice president. Now, if you look with me below that, it says in the light blue, increased residuals. They don't get paid on this stuff, first, second, third. Now look in the camera so I can make sure my hands are right. First, second, third, fourth level, and 5th level. They get paid to infinity. Infinity. Look at this. See that? Every customer comes in their team. Every customer. Well, wait, the other guy explained it that way. He said RVP. I didn't know what that meant. Now I know. I get paid on every customer. Plus an incentive trip. Next May 15th to the 20th, they're all going to Mexico. All expenses paid for too by hitting that position this year. Wow. Senior vice president, they get increased residuals. They'll get paid first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and an RVP override, but they also get an SVP override on every customer as well to the bottom, to infinity, on every customer on your team. Plus they get an incentive trip. You see that come up, does that make more sense to people? You guys will have more people joining your team if you explain it like that. Because now you made it where I can get it. I can understand where the money's at. Box number 10. Box number 10. Next step. Here's why I do number 10. I always tell people where I want their eyeballs to go. If you go to the top left, it says enroll as an IBO. To the right of that, I'm telling you where I want their eyeballs to go. To the right of that, it says utilize the support system. And system stands for saving yourself time, energy, and money. And I do it right there in front of them. And to the bottom left, it says participating training. We know you don't know, but we'll train you every step of the way. We have a system. To the right of that, it says start acquiring customers. When? Now. When do you want to get paid? Now. And right there in the middle, it says you're in business for yourself, but never, never by yourself. Now watch this, watch the close, watch the close. Then here's my little sheet here, my little cheat sheet right in front of me. It stays here. Matter of fact, I wore it out and used tape on it several times. ASIN has done all the heavy what? Come on, say it with me, lifting. All the heavy lifting. They've done the structure. They've done the contracts. They've done the software, the hardware, the licenses, the back office, the front office. We have over 3,000 people behind the scenes globally to help build your business. All the bookkeeping's been taken care of. The computer system, the CPA's been placed. The attorneys make sure the I's are dotted, the T's are crossed. We have a backup system on the cloud. We have satellites in place, and all the engineers been taken care of. The only thing we need now is a decision from you. The first decision is to become an independent business owner and join the team and start making residual income. The second is, Mr. Thomas, but I got questions. It's not, but I'll be a customer first. Hey, thank you so much for trying to service and feeding a child. Or number 3 person said, well, Mr. Thomas, this is not for me, but hey, we appreciate your time. But you can at least refer a couple people to the person that got you on this call. Either people that want to either save some money or people want to make some money. And I'd like to be the first to thank you. But the most important is become an independent business owner. Folks, I'd like to be the first to join, congratulate you, join the family. Get back to the person that got you on this call and get started. And say, look, I'm an A, at me up. Or I'm a B, I want to be a customer. Or I'm a C. Does that make, thank you. You see how you do that? You'll have numbers go through the roof. Because see, the thing about it, you have been doing it the wrong way, or people don't understand exactly what you mean by what you say. When you break it down that way, they get it better. It makes it more clarity to how to build this business and what ACN. How many of you have talked to somebody, showed them ACN, and what they say to you? So what do y'all do? When they say that to you, you know you didn't touch them. You did not touch them. They didn't understand a word. They didn't understand nothing you did. They didn't understand jack because you didn't do it right, a good job. When they say this to me, or let me get started, or let me get some money together. I ran into a guy with my daughter about a week ago. I sat there and showed the plan 2 days ago. I sat there, he says, look, I've seen ACN before. And I said, not for me, you haven't. And I sat there and put on a video. Oh my goodness. Within 3 minutes of the video, I wouldn't even finish the video. I said, let me tell you what's changed. She says, it's still $4.99. I go, nope, we dropped it to $1.99. And I said, 2 for 1 price. He said, man, okay. I said, since you've seen it last week, we added identity theft and also credit cards. He said, what? Identity theft? I work at the bank. I'll kill this thing. He's from Vietnam. He said, give me a couple of days. Let me get my money together. Because he moved between LA and back to Vegas. He said, give me a couple of days or give me the money. I'll do it. I understand it. He said, matter of fact, I got customers lined up. He called me yesterday. He said, man, I'm out right now. I got 4 names and numbers. People want to sign up as customers for me when I get started. Then last night at 10 o'clock, he sent me this picture. I can't show it to you. It's on my phone. He sent me a picture. He flew a private plane back to LA. Anyway, hey, there's people out there looking for you. And if you present the opportunity in the right light, they will join you every single time. But you got to understand how to present. Now, with that said, I hope that helped you understand how to present. When the more you present it, the better you get at it. The better you get at it. But learn how to present. Let the pages come alive. Let people say, wow, I never seen like this. Wow, that makes a lot of sense. Wow, I get it. That's when you know you got it. But if they get finished doing the 1 through 10 and they say, what do you do? that means they they didn't understand a word of what you did because it didn't make sense to them. Does that make sense, everybody? Any comments? Any comments? Tell me what you guys learned today. Take the phones off mute. I got about
Mr.
a minute and a half.
Thomas?
Yes.
Okay, this is Joyce in Fresno. I have a question. Back in my notes, I showed, I'm not sure if it was you who said it or one of the other presenters, but saying that people want to be wanted and not needed. So when you're prospecting people, at what point, because we're told, you know, follow up with them, go back to your lists, go back to this person. At what point do you stop?
You'll know it.
Because you don't want them to have that need or feel like you're desperate and, you know, trying to get their business.
You will know it basically because people will tell you. You can feel the body language. You can tell when you're talking to people. You can tell if they're excited about what you got. See, I call people 3 times after that. I let them go. Because look, what's the population in Fresno? Give me does anybody know just roughly?
Roughly 300,000, 400,000 maybe.
All right, let's say 350. We'll split it right down the middle. Can you talk to all of them?
Nope.
It's a numbers game. Go get you some new ones. Go get some new ones. Look, they're always out there. They're always out. There's always somebody to talk to. If they don't respond, go get some new ones. People come in your downline, they quit, go get some new ones. That's all I've done my whole life. My first time I got my group going, they all fell out. Second time, they fell out. The third one was a home run because I wanted it bad enough. There's no such, yeah. There's just, you got to keep going through numbers. You got to go through numbers. Got to go through, everything in life's numbers. But anybody want to comment on what they got out of today?
Mr. Thomas, this is Dave Culver. What I got out of it today is your urgency and excitement and how you present the business with passion. Yes. And how you simplify it. And the one thing I realized, the SVPs knows how to simplify it. They don't complicate it. They just simplify it and they're lazy with what they say. So that's what I got out of it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. That's true. And yeah, your excitement and also make sure your pronunciation is clear. Sometimes pauses. Because what we do, blah, 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 and we go right through it so fast that it didn't make no sense because there's certain things, that's why it's on that one page, what stands out, you know, because you got to emphasize certain words, make it more effective. Thank you, sir. What else you guys get out of this morning?
Mr. Thomas, it's TJ, and I just wanted to say thank you for allowing us to be able to speak so it's visual. We think and see in pictures, and you articulated it so that we can see and use our hands as well as direct them while they're listening to the presentation. So that was very powerful.
Right, there you go. Thank you. You got to tell them where you want them to go, and yeah, pictures and also your hands are very important because not everybody's audio. Some people are visual like I am. 1 or 2 more comments, then we'll let everybody go. 1 or 2 more comments, real quickly. What else you guys learned?
I like the global. This is Patricia from the Sacramento area. I like it when you do the global because I want people to know that it's a global business.
Yeah. Great. What else you guys get?
This is Joyce again. Basically, don't reinvent the wheel like you keep saying. It's right there. Simplicity is the key.
Now, think about it. If you, let's say you had 10 people in your team, could all 10 of them do the same thing I just showed you?
Yes.
You know how many more people would sign up in your business? You know how big your check would be in next month, next week? It just blow up because people say, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do that. I can read that. And don't be, hey, I got a script. I got a script, I'm gonna read it to you. Tell them, they'll love it more. They go like, shoot, I can read. You mean if I can read, I can make this kind of money? I'm reading it. You see what I mean? There you go. One more response and we'll let everybody go. What else you learned?
Colorado. I got, just read it. Very simple, direct, and effective. The most effective way to communicate.
Now, here's the homework assignment I want you guys to do. I'm gonna let you go. Next time somebody do a presentation, now that you know how to do it, watch them. And you're gonna hear them, you watch them, just listen, and watch them, they cannot read it. Now, I wanna say this in closing. Come back tonight at 6:00 p.m. and listen to Miss Ismail read it. Now, because she's done it so well with it, she got a little twist to it because she can do that. because she's done it so many times. Now she can add a little bit more to it. But I want you to come back and watch her do it. And today, as you do a presentation, you start doing it like I showed you. Watch your numbers go up. Watch people come back for a second viewing. Watch a person bring the husband, wife, or significant other. But watch the growth you'll have in your business, because this works. Every week since this situation, here's what my numbers been doing every week since March 18th. Every single week. This is like this before. It's like this before, but it's like this now. So come on back tonight. There's a Zoom number tonight at 6 o'clock p.m. and watch her read it with a little twist and learn. All right. God bless everybody. Tomorrow morning we'll be back with Mr. What's tomorrow? Oh, Mr. Dean Riley will be with us tomorrow, Thursday, and Mr. Byron Nelson will be with us on Friday. And then 6 o'clock happy hour on Friday night. We had a great time playing tribute last Friday night. We have some fun this Friday as well. Take care, guys. God bless. See you tonight at 6 o'clock. Bye-bye.